Hello and welcome to Southampton Vampire By Night's guide to the Mind's Eye Theatre rules. In this video, we'll be looking at the Linguistics skill. Before I carry on with the video, I must make a small disclaimer. If any of the rules I discuss in this video contradict with the rules found within the Mind's Eye Theatre rulebook or an official FAQ, please adhere to these rules and not the ones discussed in this video. This video has been created from my point of view and interpretation of the rules and is not a sanctioned or official source of information. The linguistics skill is used to represent what languages your character can communicate in, being their native language or one that they have learnt from study or cultural experiences. By having no points invested in the linguistics skill, your character will only be able to communicate in their native language. This must be selected during character creation and cannot be changed when selected. If you overhear a conversation that is being discussed whilst a player is holding one hand in front of their face while extending a thumb and index finger, you will be unable to understand what is being said and you must ignore anything you hear. By investing points in the linguistics skill, your character has spent time learning other languages outside of their native tongue, and they can comfortably communicate using these languages. You can engage in conversations whilst holding one hand in front of their face while extending a thumb and index fingers, and only those who have the same language you are speaking in will be able to understand. The system effect for the linguistic skills is as follows. For every dot of linguistic that a character possesses, including the first, they are fluent in one language in addition to their native tongue. An example of the linguistic skill could be as follows. A group of dignitaries walk into the court and approach the sheriff. A conversation takes place around court security, and whilst this is going on, one of the dignitaries leans over and says to the other in French, "This sheriff is the most incompetent buffoon I have ever seen." Both characters have used the correct hand gesture to show that they are not speaking in English, but the conversation was overheard by a nearby table. A member of the table asks what language was that being spoken in, and the dignitary replies, French. All players on the table then must ignore the remarks, as it was spoken in a language they don't speak, due to not having invested any points in a linguistic skill, or not having selected French as one of their languages. The sheriff, on the other hand, has the language and remarks calmly in French that will pass on their comments to the prince, who will be delighted to hear their opinions on their domain's security. They also request for their safety that they wait on the domain's borders until the time in which the security can be brought up to their standards. There are gasps from a nearby table as the sheriff requests the Scourge to take the party to the domain's borders and requests that they are to then wait there and not be allowed to enter until this matter has been dealt with. Southampton Vampire By Night would highly recommend that you invest some points in the linguistic skill if you're planning to be a social character or someone who wishes to conduct conversations that are semi-private in court. We would also recommend that you invest in this skill if you're planning on playing a scholar or investigation type character, as some information may only be obtained if you have the appropriate language. Characters who attend the Southampton Vampire By Night game will be given cards that display the flag of the language that they have access to. When you are speaking in a language outside of English, you must display this card in front of you. We have implemented this to replace the hand gesture to prevent the need for players to stop mid-conversation and be asked what language they're speaking in. These cards will be in your player packs along with your blood and willpower cards. Thank you for watching and I hope you found this video informative. If you've enjoyed it and would like to see more, please subscribe and click on that little bell icon. If you have any ideas for vampire Larp related videos, then please don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. And thank you, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.